What is up, guys? John L. here. Hope you're all doing well. Today's the first day of X-Men versus the Apocalypse. I'm excited. This is the event where they're going to be releasing the 3-star and the 5-star Gambit. So we got like a modern Gambit, we have a classic Gambit. You know, I'm waking up to play, and there's this cool picture of Gambit and Rogue, so let's just get into this thing. Okay, anniversaries going on. Let's see, X-Men vs. Apocalypse, pick comparison fan favorite, legendary cover store. Okay, that's like a new thing also. More about anniversary details, don't need to know it. Got a command point from my alliance. Won a match in combined arms. It's a pretty good day, huh? Alright, let's skip all that. So I'm actually a little bit late to the party. Usually I wake up at 9 AM for these things, but I didn't. So when we join in, it's probably going to be a couple rounds in. Okay, cool. So we're still on round 2. This is great. We won't get to see Apocalypse at like his weakest at, you know, like the first round. But we'll get to see a pretty weak Apocalypse. So I have no idea what's in store for this fight. I took a look at this event, and it's all about the X-Men. So if we take a look at who's powered up, Gambit and Rogue, and then it's Professor X, Quicksilver, Magneto. There's no one in the reinforcements and powered up for this event that isn't an X-Men. So hopefully you have X-Men, because if not, then it's probably going to be tough sledding. Let's just jump into this Apocalypse fight. So I haven't fought him yet, naturally. I have no idea what to expect. Let's just jump in with our usual tough team here. So it's nice that they actually boosted a couple of 5 stars actually. So Old Man Logan's pumped up, and I believe so is Phoenix, but my Phoenix, I haven't put a lot of ISO to her, so she's still relatively close to starting level. Let's go with Cyclops, because Cyclops, when he's boosted, can tear it up, so I don't think we're going to need that. This is just a simple round 2 Apocalypse. So what is he going to be? Probably like level 150 or something like that. Yeah. Okay, alright, so there's some tiles on there that are weird. There's some attack tiles. Let's see what Apocalypse does. So he's got a cool cover, looks like from one of the, I want to say 2000 X-Men, 2000 era X-Men series. So he is a red, yellow, black. It's cool. Alright, so his first power is 4 horsemen, so it's a passive. As usual, most of these things are usually passives for these bosses. So, what does he do? Apocalypse calls forth his 4 horsemen to defend him at the start of the battle. Create 4 horsemen tiles. They cannot be matched or destroyed. Each will remain on the board until their specific requirement is met. Okay, so we're probably going to have to take a look at those. His red is 8 AP, strong will survive. Apocalypse aims to create a world where only the most powerful can thrive. Deal 670 damage to the lowest level enemy. Okay. So don't let him get red, and I'm sure that's going to get stronger as time goes on. Rejuvenate. Apocalypse celestial armor lets him heal wounds while the enemy is distracted by his horsemen. At the start of the turn, if there is a horseman tile on the board, Apocalypse returns to full health. Okay, there we go. That's the thing. Apocalypse can't be stunned or sent airborne. Apocalypse's celestial armor lets him heal wounds while the enemy is distracted by his horsemen. At the start of the turn, if there is a horseman tile on the board, Apocalypse... Okay, there we go. So the thing is, like, if there's any of these tiles on the board, then he returns to full health. So what do we gotta do? Famine. Well, this tile is on the board. Famine destroys 1 AP in Apocalypse's enemy's strongest color, blue. At the start of each turn, when Apocalypse enemy has 7 AP in that color, this tile is destroyed. Okay, so first thing we gotta do is get 7 blue AP to get rid of Famine. We can always just kill him with 1 hit too, apparently. War. Well, this tile's on the board. Apocalypse's enemy matches. Oh, Apocalypse's enemies matches and powers deal 15% less damage. When his enemy's team has dealt 1,867 damage, this tile is destroyed. His enemy team has dealt 0 damage. Okay, that's easy, so all you gotta do is make some damage. That's fine. Death. Well, this tile is on the board. Whenever another horseman tile is destroyed, create a 6-turn black countdown tile that downs the target. Whoa. If this is the last horseman tile on the board, this tile is destroyed. Okay, so basically we just gotta get rid of everything else before that one. Horseman tile is destroyed, and we gotta do it fast because it's gonna create a 6-turn black countdown tile. Excuse me, Pestilence. While this tile is on the board, new tiles have a 5% chance of being Strength 38 attack tiles. At the start of battle, create 3 Strength 38 attack tiles. When there are no friendly attack tiles on the board, this tile is destroyed. That's going to be tough. 5% chance, okay. That's easy, but the whole thing is... Again, that's probably going to get more difficult as time goes on. Alright, let's just get at it. So, the first thing we should probably get rid of is the war tile. Okay, and the death tile just resolved itself, so that's nice. So, we don't have enough in our blue AP, but let's start getting rid of... Okay, cool, so I guess he'll kind of match away some of the stuff himself. Alright. Okay, and we don't have to worry about countdown tiles because he only did it. There we go. That only happens when we get rid of a horseman tile. Ah, okay, we're so close. Okay, let's play this out just to see how it's supposed to go. And I can immediately kill him anyways, so... Alright, so you want someone who can get rid of enemy tiles. So I'm thinking like, if you have like a super soldier, if you have a... Doc Strange, Eye of Agamotto, if you have, Falcon, I was gonna say bird person, he's not in this game. So that's gonna be important to manage that countdown tile and to get rid of the attack tile. So that is what we're gonna wanna do. Here, let's do this. Alright, so he attacked my lowest level dude, which was probably Old Man Logan. Yeah, if you go into battle without someone who can manage special tiles, this is probably going to be a bad fight for you. Do we have 10? No. Oh, here's what I can do though. Well, this is probably going to kill him anyways, but... Yeah, alright. So we can one-shot him. Okay, so that is our first encounter with Apocalypse. Welcome back, guys. After a short little break, we are on to round 3 Apocalypse. So these first few rounds always speed by really quick. So I'm not even through my first iteration of these required character nodes. But I did get another opportunity to fight Apocalypse, and it's something that you're going to want to figure out. So the horseman tiles and the countdown tiles and the attack tiles are really what you want to focus on. And I attempted a fight with Jean Grey, but it took kind of a while to get to 13. I'm not quite sure she's the solution. What I'm thinking is a strong character, you know, tank, like 5-star, something like that, plus Mark 40 and Super Soldier would probably be a pretty good team, because whenever you resolve one of these horseman tile, you can throw out Peacemaker or Star Spangled Avenger and at least get rid of the countdown tile and maybe also an attack tile that is going to just immediately down your character in 6 turns. So that's one thing. Yeah, but Jean Grey took a while to get Mind Over Matter, so that didn't work out too well. Alright, let's go with a 3-star Falcon right here. And give me 1 second, just because I'm a little bit unfamiliar with Falcon, because I never use him. Alright, so a lot of crazy stuff is going on there, and we need 5 blue AP to convert enemy projectile, attack, or strike to da-da-da. That's the one we want. Okay, so let's go ahead and make our lives a little easier. We'll take out 1 there. Alright, so he'll throw out Red Wing. That works. So we'll get rid of that. Let's not get rid of, or let's not get another countdown tile on the board while that's up. So alright. So the next time that Falcon uses whatever his blue is called, he's not gonna converts an enemy, protect, strike, attack, countdown, or repeater tile into a 3-turn countdown tile. Okay, so there's one right here. There's 2 right there. Okay, well, I don't know why this isn't working out. Oh, I don't have 5 blue. Okay, that's why it's not working out. Just get rid of all my blue? How did I get rid of all my blue? Okay. Alright, well, we can always just end this fight, but alright, that can always happen. What's going on here, too? Famine. Oh, okay, 8 AP. Oh my goodness. Alright, so that increases too. There's a lot of things going on as this fight progresses. So in round 1 it was only 5 AP. So that should get rid of that. Okay, alright, so we have all of his tiles off the board. Okay, and that's cool, at least it doesn't create a countdown tile that kills him, so... I guess if you can do that, now Apocalypse is just pretty weak, so he's got no horseman tile going, and Rejuvenate doesn't do anything because he has no horseman tile, so literally all he's doing is Strong Will Survive, so... Alright. He doesn't need to leave. So that worked out pretty okay. If you can get him, or get all of his horseman tile removed, he actually isn't all that intimidating. The only problem is it's really difficult to get those horseman tile gone, and it's only going to get more difficult as the game progresses. Alright guys, welcome to round 4 of the X-Men vs. Apocalypse. So let's just jump into this fight. He's at level 200 right now. And let's go with Silver Surfer. I don't know if we did Falcon last time, but let's stick with him. So far he's been pretty okay. Where is Falcon? There he is. Alright. Okay, so Falcon will be the one who is going to manage the countdown tiles and the attack tiles. And let's see, Logan really doesn't do a whole lot because it's not so much about damage with Apocalypse, it's more about taking care of all those tiles. So let's do something weird. Let's throw Iron Man in here. So Iron Man will help get rid of the Famine Horseman tile. Alright, let's see what we're up against first. So we need 8. That looks like it stayed the same from the previous level. And it destroys 1 AP in our strongest color, which is blue. So that should help with Mark 40 in there. We don't need that. Let's look at War. So, enemy matches and powers deal 15% less damage when this tile's on the board. We have to deal 32-15 damage to get rid of it. Death. 6-turn black countdown tile. That is the same. And Pestilence, so that still stays at 5%, and the attack damage has gone up. So not significantly though, 61 isn't that big of a deal. Let's take a look at Apocalypse, see if anything's changed there. No, 4 tiles. 1,000 damage to our weakest character. And Rejuvenate, he gets all his health back. So not really. I think he's going to stay mostly the same. I think the damage is just going to go up for his red. So let's see what we can do here. Let's start working on these attack tiles first. So there's a lot of a strategy involved with fighting Apocalypse here, I'm starting to recognize. You don't want to get rid of too many of these horseman tile all at once, because you want to kind of have a manageable amount of the countdown tiles to work with. So it looks like we did enough damage to get that countdown tile, or that horseman tile taken care of. So that's 1 out of the way. I played, I don't know if it was the previous match with Surfer, but I got his Silver Singularity and put it right near one of the horseman tiles. I don't know if it was bad luck or just the way the game is built, but it looks like you can't destroy the horseman tiles with at least that effect, so Unless I have it wrong, I'm gonna just make that assumption right there. So we could kill him with Cosmic Beam right now. I'm kind of more curious about seeing if this strategy works, though. Because later on, we're gonna need something. I'm not gonna have, like, one power that just takes out Apocalypse. Alright. What else do we have? So, having a lot of guys who can get rid of special tiles seems like a big factor of this fight. Let's go here. And surprisingly, we haven't picked up, like, enough. So who's that gonna hit? So Apocalypse is also really weird because he has a turn. So that's kind of a little bit strange for a boss fight as well. Alright, so we got rid of the Pestilence. Horsemen. That puts a countdown tile up there. Let's see what we can do with it. Alright, so Falcon seems to be pretty good. And that should get rid of the last Horseman tile. So, alright, this seems to be a pretty okay team, at least through round 4. Again, I don't have Super Soldier right now, but I'm really thinking that the team to, like, beat Apocalypse is something like Silver Surfer, some kind of strong tank that has red and blue, and Mark 40 and Super Soldier. I think that's going to take care of pretty much all the tiles, so if you can get Recharge out, that should get you all the, I don't know, hopefully blue or red or whatever you need to get rid of, I think, Famine, and having Star Spangled Avenger and Peacemaker. Once you get those going, you should be able to just drop those tiles right on these countdown tiles and the attack tiles. So it should make this fight really manageable. In fact, I'll see what I can do. Maybe next round, I'll see if I even have, like, my 2-star Captain America that I can use to demonstrate. So I'll just go ahead and kill him right now. So through 4 rounds, he's not too intimidating. How's it going, guys? Welcome back. We are on to round 5 of X-Men vs. the Apocalypse. So my alliance is really chugging along. This is still just the first day, so good job, V-Defenders. So Apocalypse is now level 250. We'll jump in. My Silver Surfer got kind of beat up during some PvP match, but I'm gonna keep him just because it doesn't seem like Apocalypse does a whole lot of damage unless those attack tiles really got crazy from round 4 to round 5. That's really kind of the only damage plus the match damage. He's level 250, that's not too much. Hopefully we get some yellows and can do recharge. And I've been talking with my alliance mates, and they're still kind of the mindset to go for the one-shot kill, which seems to be kind of like the most effective thing in the first few rounds of Apocalypse, although I'm thinking like we're getting to the point where you're going to have some kind of strategy to deal with these tiles. So let's take a quick look at them first. So Horseman tile, Strong will survive. That only went up by like a few hundred, so not too much difference with Apocalypse. Famine now wants you to get 9 AP in your strongest color, and takes 1, so that's up by 1. That's tough. War does 25% less damage. And now you need to get 3,895. I believe those are up. And Pestilence, now it's a 10% chance that new tiles will be attack tiles. And they're still strength 76, so that's really weak. So, and then Death, of course, is Death. Okay, so actually that's changed, because it was a 6-turn black countdown tile, and now it's a 5-turn black countdown tile. So, the difficulty of the fight definitely is ramped up a good amount since the last round. He only has 16,000 life. That's a little bit low, I want to say. But I'm okay with that, considering everything else that's kind of a difficulty in this match. So, I would really like to get some yellow going here. But it looks like so at Apocalypse. Alright, I know that blue's there, but I want this yellow. So, a couple things. I was able to use Cyclops's, what's this yellow? Combined Forces. And I did have, like, enough team-up tiles that he could take out a whole row. You can't destroy any of the horsemen tile that way, so I think those things are pretty permanent. And the only way to really get rid of them is just to match them away. Alright, so we got a death tile on here. Cool, we can make this work for us. Oh, bastard, he really loves the yellow. Not like his strongest color. Nope, he just likes giving me a bad day. Okay, so I think we're nowhere near close to where we need to be with blue, and we only have one more attack tile in yellow. So I've had some matches where the attack tiles were a coming, even though it was supposed to be 5%, so that can happen. Alright, and we can't use a 4 to get rid of a Pestilence tile. Oh, let's see what happens. See, he's not doing a whole lot of damage. He's been kind of pounding away at my Silver Surfer for a while. I don't think I started with more than like 16,000, so damage isn't like a huge part of this fight. Oh, I think we might be able to get recharge. So I think recharge helps a lot. In getting rid of famine, because it gets kind of difficult to get rid of, or I mean get enough AP, sorry, just thinking a little bit here, to get rid of that tile. So, anyways, more than anything, I just want to recharge so that I can get Silver Surfer from blue. Alright, so that's a quick and easy way to get rid of the famine tile. And if we had enough, which we do, we can get rid of the countdown tile, but I'm going to hold off on that. Let's see, let's heal this first. Even Apocalypse can't get rid of his own horseman tile. Alright, there's kind of a lot of attack tiles on the board now, so anyways, let's use, well, we're gonna use Combined Forces and just kill off Apocalypse, so that still seems to be the best strategy through 5 levels. Just get someone super strong and kill off Apocalypse. Alright, well, let's heal up Silver Surfer. So hopefully you have like a heavy hitter like Cyclops Classic in your team. Welcome back again, guys. We're at round 6 of the X-Men vs. Apocalypse. Just started. So now we'll be facing off against a level 300 Apocalypse. So his full points are 20,996. That's good, because that means, excuse me, that his life will probably be 20,996, which means that I can still take him out with one shot of Combined Forces, which has been my go-to for this fight since I do not have a super soldier. I kind of expect that for round 6 and the following rounds, though, we're going to have to start dealing with the horsemen tokens. Alright, let's see how this plays out. Okay, Apocalypse, stuff. Okay, so let's take a look at Apocalypse and see what's new. So he is 20,996, so that is still within the realm of a one-shot with some boosted, high-power, high-level characters. Let's see, so Horseman doesn't change, only the Strong will survive, that is up to 2,000, that's not so bad. Rejuvenate stays the same. Excuse me. So Famine, now we need 10 AP. So that's getting up there. Still only destroys 1 each turn. War still does 25% less damage. Now we need 5,772. That's not bad, because that just means that the countdown tile will be coming later. So that's actually kind of a help, because dealing with that countdown tile is a little bit difficult in the beginning. Let's see, so Pestilence, still 10% chance. Attack tiles are 97. So it doesn't look like the attack tiles actually really factor in much to this whole Apocalypse attack strategy. They're kind of just mainly there to be on the board and be annoyances. And death stays at 5 turns, so not a whole lot's changed since the last time we fought him. Alright, he's still going after yellow a lot, which is kind of frustrating. So let's just take away as many of these attack tiles as we can and see if we can kind of luck out. What I'm also going to be working on doing is, for this team, trying to get team-up tiles, so that way, when I get enough red... Yeah, and we're getting a draw where there's a whole lot of attack tiles, so anyways... I think the hardest part in this fight so far has been the famine tile, just because you really struggle to match enough of your most powerful color versus like the pace that he takes it away. Alright, but this should help. So Mark 40 really has been helping a lot in at least getting rid of that tile. So let's leave that purple up there so we'll know what he's gonna do. So again, the war tile hasn't been, I guess, resolved, taken care of. We haven't hit our damage, which is nice, because we've had like a few turns. Apocalypse doesn't seem to do a whole lot of damage each turn, so really it's like all of these countdown tiles and him getting red and all that kind of stuff like that. His match damage is manageable, especially at the 6th round. So this should take care of the famine tile. It's going to throw out a death tile, but how are we doing with team-up tiles? We have not been collecting our team-up tiles. So what do we have here? About 12,000 damage and about 7,000 damage, so I don't know if that's enough to take out Apocalypse in one shot. And we don't want to waste it, because if that's the case, then we'll be in trouble. So let's see if we can get some more team up. Oh boy. Okay, well that's cool. Let's just get rid of this death tile. Yeah, and nothing destroys his tiles, so you just kind of have to figure them out. Alright, let's do this. Alright, this actually works out well. So we have 10 team up for Classic Cyclops, which I believe is enough. If you have 10 or more team up AP, reduces team AP by 10 and murders him. So let's go ahead and heal up Surfer for our next fight. And let's kill Apocalypse. So anyways, I'm gonna do a combined forces on the bottom row, just to also demonstrate that, yeah, like nothing destroys those horsemen tile. What's up, guys? Here we are, X-Men versus Apocalypse, round 7. Let's jump into it. Okay, so Apocalypse is now level 350. His HP is 30,848, which means he is beyond one shot for at least my 4-star Cyclops. So we'll have to get a little bit creative. I still think the team that I'm using is the best that I have, so we'll stick with it. Let's move this. I've been having a lot of success with Mark 40 in the team. Again, my super soldier was sold, so I don't really have one. Not one that could actually do the stuff that I need, like place Peacemaker and Star Spangled Avenger on countdown tiles and special tiles, so I'm not using him, but 4-star Psych's been doing a good job. So let's jump in and see what happens. Okay, so there are 4 attack tiles on the board now rather than 3. That's one thing I noticed. Let's take a look at Apocalypse. Of course, his match damage is up. 4 Horsemen's the same. Strong will survive is 3,387. That's kind of a significant jump. I believe that's, what, about more than 1,000 over previous. Alright, so let's take a look at Famine. So we still need 10 and destroys 1 AP, so I think that's the same. War does 25% less damage. Now we need to get 8,357 before that one goes away. So the power dampening is still the same, but the damage is significantly more. Pestilence, we have a 10% chance, that's the same. 140 attack tiles, that's more, and creates 4 at the start, so that's a little bit different. And death is still 5 turns, so for the most part the countdown tiles are the same. The only difference is that they seem to do a lot more damage, so alright, let's get started. Alright. There goes yellow. So what I'm going to be trying to do is get rid of these attack tiles, but I think I also want to work on getting some team-up stuff going. If I can get team-up going with my 4-star Cyclops, when I'm ready to just unleash everything, it should be enough to do 30,000 damage. So, just want to make sure I have 10. I do. So all we need now is yellow. Alright, so this can work. And he really seems to love those yellows, so I'm just working to keep him away from that stuff. Okay, so that got rid of famine, and we have 2 death countdown tiles. Let's see, so what could you do? If you needed to get rid of the attack tile, you could use Cyclops' combined forces and just take that out, but that'd probably be a bad idea because I need to have 3 death countdown tiles on the board. I'd probably just take away this 3-turn countdown tile and then worry about the attack tile later. But we have enough to actually kill him in one shot, so that's what I'm going to do. No time to goof around now. So first things first, let's do blue and get a whole bunch of red. And we have 10 team up. So we'll be able to just take out Apocalypse. So yeah, you want someone who has a really strong hit. Okay guys, so we've hit the 900,000 points in our progression, and we are in possession of 1 Mes-Amis token. So, fingers crossed. Let's prepare for disappointment. Ah! Coulson. Alright, there we go. Well, that was that. So, good luck, guys, in your Mes-Amis tokens. Hopefully they end up being better than Coulson's. And by that, I mean Gambits. Hey, guys. Hope you're all doing well. This is round 8 of the X-Men vs. Apocalypse. So this is as strong as Apocalypse is going to get. Right now, he is level 400. His life is 45,317, which is pretty intimidating with the current cast that we're rolling with, which is Silver Surfer or some big tank, Mark 40, and Classic Cyclops. We're still going to need to hit him like twice with a powered up combined forces. So I think this fight is definitely going to come down to dealing with the 4 horsemen tile. So let's get into it and see what Apocalypse looks like now. So his match damage is pretty much what you'd expect. 377, 330. Actually, 424, 377, and 330. So you want to watch out for that. What I've found recently is you just want to keep him away from the red, so that way he doesn't have enough to make the strong will survive. That's almost doubled. So it was like 3,800, I think, the previous round. Now it's 6,486. So you definitely want to keep him away from that. 4 horsemen's the same. 4 tiles, rejuvenates the same. He gets all his life back. Let's take a look at the tiles. So Famine, they want 11 now. So as long as we get 3 of the recharge tiles to complete, Mark 40's recharge will take care of that, so that's still good. Destroys 1 AP, so that's the same. War takes 33% less damage for all of our matches, or all of our damage. And now we need to deal 14,329 before that goes away, so this looks like it's going to be a long fight. Pestilence, so attack tiles are at 209. That's actually kind of intimidating, and there's a 15% chance that new tiles will be attack tiles, and there's 5 of them on the board, so that's going to take a while. And Death is down to a 4-turn black countdown tile, so yeah, this fight has definitely gotten ratcheted up a little bit. So let's just get into it and see what we can do. Well, he's giving us a nice 5 right here, and that's gonna turn into another 5, I want to say. Okay, so that's a good start. Let's see if we can get rid of some of these pestilence tiles. Alright, it's good that he hasn't gone for any of the red. Let's get this yellow. So far things have been pretty okay. We haven't gotten any new attack tiles. Going for red right there. Alright, so timing of when you do these things matters. Like, I don't really want to deal with any countdown tiles, or any, death countdown tiles unless I have to. Alright, so he's getting rid of a lot of his attack tiles by himself, which is cool. I'm trying to rack up team up AP, and let's see if we can do a blue. Alright, let's do yellow. Oh, he has like a big 4 right there. He's gonna rock somebody. Well, he's gonna rock Mark 40. Actually, let's do this. That's probably not a great idea. Ouch. Yeah, so these yellow tiles are not gonna expire for like another 2 turns because Mark 40 is gonna be stunned. So let's see, what do we have right now? 15. Alright. We can get rid of okay, cool. Well, at least we can get rid of the countdown tiles. And let's see, I don't want to waste all this stuff. So I think the best plan is actually just going to be to take out these horseman tile just because I can't really do anything to him in 1 round of attacks unless I just rack up a ton of red AP, which I could, but we're so close we might as well just do it this way. So now he's not protected by his rejuvenate, and he's just gonna kill my Mark 40. Bastard. But since he's not protected, we can at least get rid of this countdown tile. And now Apocalypse is really not that impressive. So let's start healing up. Yeah, once you get rid of those horsemen tile, he's pretty much just like a dead man. Alright, so except for Mark 40 taking a few too many hits, it's actually been a pretty good fight. So I think in round 8 you really just need to deal with the tiles. I don't know how you would do 40-something thousand damage to Apocalypse in one turn of, you know, powers and all that kind of stuff like that without kind of getting like 30 AP and whatever your, you know, attack colors are. So anyways, pretty challenging fight, still pretty fun though. And that is round 8. So anyways, thanks for watching, take care guys.